welcome everybody to a very, very special Christmassy style special episode. We're calling it a special episode because I think it's quite special. We have some people who've been on the podcast before who have come back because of part of what they've done. It's great to talk to them again and great to have new people on as well. We're going to welcome them very briefly in a second. But in the meantime, welcome to the other hosts, Pete and JR.
Thank you.
Hello.
Great to be here yet again. How good is it?
I know. It's almost Christmas. December is
Yes.
disappearing extremely quickly. And however long it takes me to actually edit this may or may not be before Christmas. No, it will be before Christmas. It will be before Christmas. It'll be before Christmas. So yeah, very excited. A very cool episode because we've got a range of people who have basically played the game a lot and have been inspired by the one and only Daspo to basically play the game. Some of them actually pick up the game where they've almost disappeared to play the game. Is everything all right, Pete?
Yep. I just dropped something.
Did you fall on your chair? I'm sorry.
Did you break your beard?
No.
I hope you didn't break your beard.
It's still there. It's all
an
good.
iconic beard.
No. Okay. So don't break your beard. So what we do have is we have Daspo's 5th iteration of Mono Wars. So Daspo has been doing Mono Wars for a while. That's why he is part of the pit crew team. And effectively, this is his 5th iteration, his 5th competition with Mono Wars. And it's kind of kept him in the game, playing the game, as well as a few other people as well. So welcome, Daspo.
Thank you.
I'm going to say welcome to Rambo as well. Welcome to Tas.
Thank you.
And welcome to DrkSmk. Now, each one of you have a small part in the bigger picture of this entire special episode. But I suppose we could probably start with Daspo. Daspo, 5 versions of Mono Wars, and this one's been kind of a little bit different and a little bit special. Can you give us a quick understanding of what Mono Wars really is? For anybody who's listened and has no idea, never seen the Discord channel, never understood what Mono Wars is, can you just give us a 3-minute brief introduction to Mono Wars?
Sure. Well, thanks for having us. This is really cool. Can't forget about Chessmate. He didn't quite make it, but maybe he'll join us a little bit later. So, Mono Wars started out as just a daily race competition, and we started keeping track of points. And then when season 2 came around, it actually made it into like a full season. This season we actually went, and it was 4 weeks. The goal is to make it into the top 32, because the top 32 at the end of the 4 weeks go to like a elimination round.
Elimination,
yeah, it's like a knockout. So the bottom 4 get removed each round, and then it just keeps moving on, and then you get down to the final 4, and then they get to play for some pretty cool prizes.
Yeah, so the first thing that was weird for this one was you had prizes at the end, yeah? Was this the first time you offered prizes?
The regular season, we have Fingersoft sponsors the Mono Wars, and then I personally sponsor the Mono Kings tournament. So season 4 was the first time that I did the Mono Kings tournament, and then we did that again this year.
Now I'm going to go out on a limb and say, That's pretty inspiring, because at the end of the day, to play the game just to play the game is one thing, but to play the game in a tournament gives you a different perspective on the game, because there are people that play adventure, there are people that play cups, there are people that only do team events, there are people that strive for records. They want the most records, or they want the most adventure, and we all know someone along those lines. But to basically pick the slowest vehicle, and I'm going out on a limb calling it the slowest vehicle, because calling it the slowest vehicle, but to basically
Most
pick the slowest vehicle and say, let's make it go as fast as possible, and then run a competition around that, is a cool part of the game that most people don't see.
Well, yeah. When I first got into Discord, I was just going in there to try to grow my team, and then I quickly decided I didn't want to be on a team anymore. And then I kind of was always in love with the mono wheel, so I started searching the leaderboards and found Jebstone, and I just no one was talking about it, so that's why I think I gravitated to it, just because nobody was talking about it.
Yep.
And it just kind of bloomed into something that I didn't think was ever going to be what it came into. But I think I just kind of got lucky. COVID came in at that time, and people were just on their phones, and had a lot of big name people that joined the Mono Wars in season 1. I think just it caught the eyes of the right people.
Okay, so this elimination round, or this is something that's a bit new, and I'm really intrigued by it, because it means that the same old people don't win the comp. You could have a bad day and be eliminated, even though you're better at different ways, because there's lots of different ways to play with the mono wheel. Like every other vehicle, there's you can use either a jump shock, or you could use the thrusters, or you could use fuel boost, or empty fuel boost. There's a few different ways to make it go really fast. And I mean, I've had a fair bit of fun with the mono wheel. I haven't gone as depth, and I wanted to join at version 5, but I just got extremely busy and got caught into it, and then missed the start. And
you were never going to join.
I joined the Discord server, and no, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, because I really wanted to be a part of it. I really wanted to be a part of it, and I missed out. So
it was a really good.
My...
It was a really good series. It was good.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun.
So
good. I'm glad you liked it, Pete.
Yeah, and
I would
have
the next one.
Well, still wait and see. Nothing's in store yet.
Yeah, that was my way of trying to get info out of you.
So, I suppose, why have we got, everybody's thinking, why have we got DrkSmk? Why have we got Tas? Why have we got Rambo? And why are we missing Chessmate? So, a little bit about that. They were the last four standing after the end of, a month of running, and the top 32 being whittled down to the top 4.
That is
so,
correct.
Daspo, tell us a little bit about these 4 people, as from your perspective as mono players. Just give us a little insight into, DrkSmk and Tas and Chess. Even though he's not here, you can talk to him about him in the third person.
Sure. Well, DrkSmk came in, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Dark, but I think he came in at the end, of season 1 or the join season 2, I think.
I joined season 2.
Yeah. Okay. So he joined in season 2, and I think he was just a mid-pack player right away, and then he slowly started climbing the ranks really, really quickly, and he put in the time. And if you take a look at the guy's mono card, I mean, he's got more meters on his mono card than anybody else. So it's the most that I've ever seen. And so I'm looking forward to hear from Dark, and then Tas and Chessmate. I think they came in season 3, maybe.
Yeah, half of season 3.
Yeah, okay. And then I'm Chessmate. He's not here to correct me, but I think he was around the same time as you guys. Because if I remember right, I did an announcement, and I was kind of like, "This is where the rookies meet the this is where the rookie meet the vets, and we're all going to go head to head." And
I think just joined at season 4, and you made this announcement about the rookie and the original gangster.
Yeah. So I made that announcement. Like, this is where the rookies meet the pros, and made the best. Let's go to war, basically. And the top 3 were all rookies on the first day. And there was Tas, Chessmate, and I want to say it was Oscar.
Oh yeah.
And so they kind of came in and just like took it by storm on there. And Tas came in the middle of 3, but he's pretty much a rookie. He only had a few. He came in the middle. He only had, well, season 3 would have been 6 weeks. 4 weeks, I can't remember now, but those guys are the jump shock pros, and they can do stuff with jump shocks. It's the Kanga setup, so it's jump shocks, thrusters, and wings on mono, and they do things with that thing that no one else can do. And even as good as DrkSmk is, they can just take any jump shock track and
crush me.
Yeah, they just crush us. And maybe they're a little younger than us, and that has something to do with it, but they're just incredible players. And I look forward to hearing what they have to say about the season.
Nice. Well, who finished first? Daspo?
Chessmate did.
Damn, I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. And well, if it's any consolation, Tas won last year. He won the tournament last year.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so as first runner-up, who came second?
I did.
Tas, yes.
Okay, well, tell us a little bit about yourself, Tas, because we haven't had you on the show before. So give us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been playing the game, where you've played, and all that sort of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, go for your life.
So I pretty much started playing the game, I think day 1 in 2016, but then the game felt kind of boring, and I didn't play for like a whole year, pretty much. And when I picked it up, I was just playing on an old tablet and joining random French teams. Eventually, I just grew my GP and joined. I think it was Virtual Racers. It was pretty much all the now known, I guess, team event French players in this team. So that's kind of cool. And I made my history with what was it called? Real Legends or something like that. It was RL, and it's now French Spirit, the French team in CC. Then I also joined USA, which became Legion, and now Empire. And I'm also, I mean, I was also in Discord as a co-leader. So you could say I did quite a lot of teams in my past.
So how long ago were you on? Did you play on Legion before? Hang on, did you play with ZZ?
I did, yeah. I didn't talk much with him, but I did play with him.
Okay, because that means we've probably been on the same team. At one stage.
Maybe.
Did you play with Kevin or did you play with Aria?
I played with. I don't know. I can't say for sure. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been that was almost 3 years ago now. So it's been a while.
Season 2 USA.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Okay, and what made you want to pick up the mono wheel and have a play with the mono wheel?
It's all of Drk's fault. He's the one who put me through mono wheel and stuff. I blame it on him.
Oh, so you had him. You were influenced by DrkSmk, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
There's always good in that. That's always good in that.
Nice work, Dark.
I did a lot of challenge at the time I was recording for Solis Bot, and Tas played lots, some of them, and even beat me. And there are not many players that beat my challenge. So
yep.
So I have it like that.
Tas and Dark did most of the recordings for the solo spot.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I did notice that on the Mono King setups.
Yep.
Most of them were dark.
That explains the 50 million meters with the monoweb.
Yep. Yep. Well. So DrkSmk, tell us a little bit about why you wanted to do stuff with the mono wheel. If you're the influencer of Tas, give us a little bit of your background then.
I start playing mono wheel because in my team by this time, like in many teams, we were playing the daily challenge, and we choose one vehicle every week. Sometimes we add constraint like playing without part and or something, and a week we choose mono wheel without part. And yes, and there I discovered that you can do many things by adjusting stability, air control, and it was really new for me and a new dimension than just running with a fully upgraded vehicle. So I start playing, and I think few weeks after that, I saw an announcement, probably on Fingers of Sever, for the season 2, Monowar season 2. So I joined the server and never left.
Nice, excellent. And you also brought Tas with you.
Yes.
How did you influence Tas to come across? Did you tease him with a couple of challenges, or?
Oh, I still remember the map where where I noticed he played and beat me. It was the Aces, a mine a mine track with a backflip, and it's a nice map to play, and I think it was the good one for if you start on this one to start with, because it's impressive. It's fun. It's fun to see. It's fun to play, and that's how. But Tas is a really talented player, and he just tried every vehicle and is able to master all of them, I think. So I was just maybe the one he followed when he started mono, but he became better than me really fast.
Nice. Oh, very cool.
Well, and something to add on that too is a lot of the players in season 5, a lot of the top players in the top 32 were a lot of newer players. We have lost a lot of players throughout the years and stuff that were always on top, and but a lot of the players that are on the top now are the newer ones that are coming in and finding the setups and learning quicker, because the progression for us to learn was a lot slower than these newer players.
So Rambo, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Give us a little bit of your playing history. When did you start playing HCR2?
To be honest, I don't even remember, but I know it was before. It was a while before teams.
Okay, so that's quite early. That's quite early. So
Yeah.
that's probably 3 or 4 years at least.
Oh yeah, I've been playing for a long time.
When
you there before the parts came? Before parts?
No, I think I don't remember before parts.
Okay. And when you joined a team, what did you join? Someone local, or did you where did you find yourself in a team?
I can't remember my very first one, but Metal Militia, I think it was called. It was an American team.
Yep.
That I found not too long in, and so I was with them guys for a while.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, Metal Militia sounds
trying to think of who was on there. Was it Grim Reaper? Did he used to be on there?
I don't remember everybody. I think the leader was Chadwick, maybe.
Okay. No, I don't remember him.
I don't remember a lot, honestly.
Do you find yourself being more of a team event player, or more of a cup player, or more of a adventure player?
Team event, sure. I suck at all of them, but I get lucky in team event every once in a while, you know.
Yeah, same.
I'll run cups just to get to legend, but I don't really do much adventure anymore. So yeah, it's basically just team events at this point.
Yeah, fair enough.
Public.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't do adventure very often. I actually don't remember the last time I made it all the way to legendary. So yeah,
Well,
team events is the way to go.
I got all the keys bar 2 in the last month.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, I got all the keys bar 2 last month. It was in the arena one that I couldn't get to. I'd never been that far, so couldn't get there. And then yeah, I've managed to do my first 10K in Blackwater Bog with the new
What vehicle?
Rock Bouncer.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
And I did a 10K in Desert with the Rock Bouncer.
Excellent.
So yeah, I've been sending screenshots to DeBell just for fun. So yeah, but anyway, we digress. So what brought you to play this? You know, Mono Wars. What inspired you to play Mono Wars, Rambo?
Oh, every night, basically, we got a server that me and some of my boys hop into, and we stream tickets and run public and just hang out and have a good time. And yeah, one of them brought it up, and he forced me to do it. So I guess
Who
he
was
got
that?
me started.
Was that Mountain Case?
No, that was Sand from
Sand.
Or
Okay.
he's got a couple of accounts, but Elite Racing.
Nice.
That's right.
He got me hooked.
Well, that's half the battle, I suppose.
Did he get you in it right at the beginning, or at what point did he tell you that there was a season coming and then you should join? Like, because from my understanding, you don't have any, like, you just came in kind of blind.
Yep, I'd never done it before, and I don't know. It was probably a couple days before, or a week before, I would guess. He said something about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting you say that because Daspo had written a few words about your experience with the actual event. And I thought it'd be good if Daspo, he wanted us to read this paragraph or two, and I just went, no, I think that's best coming from you. So, Daspo, do you want to do the honors? Do you want to have a read and show us your perspective of Rambo and his way through the event?
That sounds good. From straight under the bus.
Okay, right from the top. All right. Get ready for an electrifying. Okay, hold on. Let me try that again. Get ready for an electrifying episode of the AUSNZ HCR2 Community Podcast. Today we have a special guest, Rambo from Team Empire, and the third place finisher in the Mono Kings Dash for Cash. Despite finishing 55th on the opener of Mono Wars Season 5 and having absolutely zero experience with the monowheel, Rambo didn't get discouraged. On day 2, he improved to 37th place. On day 3, something happened that had us scratching our heads. Rambo secured a 4th place finish. Rambo's incredible performance that day put a target on his back, as he was now the fastest player to have picked up the mono wheel in Mono Wars history, and all the vets knew it. Was this a fluke? Rambo finished 20th in the overall points, securing a spot in the top 32 Mono Kings Dash for Cash tournament, where 32 racers go head-to-head and fiercely battle for a share of $500. Join us as we delve into Rambo's amazing journey and uncover the secrets behind his new set of skills.
That sounds like an intro to an 8-part miniseries on Netflix.
That was really good.
I want to see that show.
You're being pretty.
When does that show come out? You see, and we didn't even have to script that from Rambo, his response. No, it was he's already just straight into it. So, what happened on that? What happened when you came fourth? Because I've played with the mono, and I've had those, oh shit moments when you go, oh my god, that just went crazy. How did I do that? And then spend another, 10 or 12 gems doing another 120 runs, trying to repeat what I just did once. What was it for you that got you to be able to just do it?
I don't know. Just retry and retry hundreds of times, probably to get lucky.
Okay, so when you play Rambo, when you play with the mono wheel, is your air control set at a low number or a high number?
It just depends on the cup that you're running. Because sometimes you'll flip, the wrong way if it's at 20 or.
Yep.
It it depends on what you're running. So it was some tracks it was 20 and some tracks it was 1.
Did you follow the Mono King setups that are on the solo spot then? Is that what you were basing everything off of, or would you tune it yourself?
Yep. No, I followed what that said because I thought it knew a lot more than me.
Yeah, I was the same.
I didn't know what I was doing. Taking all the help I could get.
Well, that's right. I forgot. Pete also was a rookie this year, Eva.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it was a struggle.
How did you go, Pete?
Nowhere near as good as Rambo, but I still had fun trying.
Well, that's the important part.
Yeah, and I would also follow the bot because I just had no idea what I was doing. Like the way I race, I usually hold down the accelerator and tap the brakes to level myself out. Try and do that with the mono wheel and you just flop around like a fish in the air.
Yeah.
This does not work.
Well, I'm not sure. Rambo had at the end of the Mono Kings tournament, he posted his mono card, and he had just over 3 million, like 3.2 million meters. So if he didn't have much going on before that with the mono wheel, we can only assume that through the whole season and the Mono Kings tournament, he put 3.2 million meters on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ran it on adventure sometimes just to try to get 10,000 stars, but there's a bunch of tracks I didn't get that far on. But other than that, I don't think I'd run it hardly any besides team event. So I wish I would have thought to take a screenshot when I started, but I didn't think about it.
I'm at 1.5 million meters on my mono wheel, and I don't really play it other than team events. So yeah. Oh wow, very, very interesting.
Pete, did you look at yours by chance?
Yeah, I did. I posted it before and after.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to look into doing that on the next recording so I can get the stats to you. But yeah, it was funny because every single track that we raced was a new personal best for the mono wheel for me.
Yeah.
Every single track.
Well, I mean,
the same, Rambo?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Did you get any personal bests with?
I think I did actually. Surprisingly, got about 2 or 3 personal bests, like all vehicle personal bests.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had a couple of times when you go into a track and you go, "What's my fastest in that?" And you go, "Oh, it's the mono wheel." Okay. damn that. Damn that Daily Cup. Because it would just, you would go nuts on the mono wheel, and you'd then do a PB and you go, "Oh my god, look at that, I've done a PB." And oh, hang on, that's an all vehicle PB. Oh wow. Oh, interesting. And then you never get anywhere near it with every other vehicle, and you just go, "What was I doing? What was I doing? What was I doing?" All right, we digress a little. Pete, do you want to start asking some questions, maybe?
Hey, if you don't mind, I do have a question. I have ADD and I don't want to forget it.
Yeah, go.
I want to ask Pete and Rambo the same question, but basically when we do a season, everyone kind of ends up partnering up with someone that they're close to the same talent with, and it seems like race after race, it seems like they're always there, or there's a few guys that you're battling against. I was wondering if you guys had that experience and if you guys had any rivals on season 5.
You go first, Rambo, because you're the guest.
No, not really. I just tried to make it in the top 32, to start with, and so I saw that there was like the same 3 guys getting top 3 every time, and I was like, "Nah, I ain't got time to mess with that. I'm just gonna aim for top 32 because that's all you need." So I just focused on making it there. So I was fine with 20th or whatever spot I was, because I knew that was good enough.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's a good strategy.
But
well, it is a good strategy because it means you're not flexing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, and for anyone that doesn't know how the Mono Kings Dash for Cash tournament end up working, is the top 32 from the season got to go, and then basically 4 players at the bottom get eliminated, and it's like sorry, you didn't make it. Go on to the next. And then
every round.
Each day,
every round. Oh
every round. So it gets really
ruthless.
intense. Yeah, it's ruthless, and it's just sorry, no more friends. Like, get down, and then I just have 4 people on my friend list. But yeah, so it was. I'm sure the intensity. I can only imagine. I almost felt bad for the guys because, like, I can't remember the last track, but we were in the mines. So, like, do you remember what the final track was, Rambo?
Oh, dude, you should have felt
Probably
bad.
burned in your mind.
It was that one. I don't know what it was called, but you went over a hill and down, and you had to jump. And like you had to jump just right and go up a hill where your head pointed straight forward so you could go under an island, and then you had to thrust right away. And then you had to jump and fly around all the way to the end a ways after that. Yeah, it was. I remember that track for sure.
I'm looking it up right here. I'll get the title.
Have you played that track since the Mono Wars?
No.
So it was a lot of
Still
fun.
trying
That
to
track
recover.
It was a flat minor.
Oh, A flat.
no.
Oh, that's terrible. Terrible.
And
A
those
flat minor.
guys were moving. Those guys were moving. I think I sent it to you guys, but I made a TikTok of it, of just the final chat of like how crazy it was, and like you should ask Rambo. We'll get into that too, because it was just a remarkable time, back and forth.
No, very cool. Very cool. All right, A flat minor. I'm going to have a bit of fun with that. Between now and the next recording, and see if I
check out the Solus bot, and then you can do the Mono King setup. It'll give you the tunes and everything for it with the video.
No. I like going in blind. I like going in blind. It's the best way because.
Trust me, it's not.
It's okay. It's okay. Just don't watch the world record and then think you can do that.
Yeah, that's what.
Them guys were probably a second or so ahead of me. Even it was. I never did hit a clean run. I messed up at the end, but it was enough. Yeah,
they are ridiculous.
The top
with
two,
jump
they killed it.
19 seconds, Chessmate.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rambo did it in 20:014. Okay. This looks like fun.
Absolutely.
Not.
It looks like not fun. Yeah.
Not fun. Yeah. It looks like fun. Not.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, and to even increase the pressure a little bit, the winner got $250, $150 for second, and then $100 got third.
Yep.
So you really wanted to get first place. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this track is.
I basically knew that first place wasn't mine, so I was just trying to get inside the top three.
Absolutely.
I didn't know what to expect coming into it. I never did.
I mean, we had players like Shaky, the Moonlander guy. He came in and he made it to the final 12, I think. And then who else was a rookie that came in? It was like one cat. I have one cat, and then Elephant. I forget. There's a lot of guys that made it right to the end that were rookies. So it's like, I think that bot that we have in there with all the model setups really does do us. It allows people to come into the event that have no idea, and they can be top competitors as long as their mono wheel is upgraded.
Yeah, well,
I
don't know about
it's one
you,
of those
but...
vehicles. It's very technical. You have to work out how to use the vehicle before you can be competitive. You can't just get the tune and then automatically be able to do it. You have to practice a lot still.
Oh, well, I'm sure there's lots of time that Rambo's a really rare case, because I mean, usually it takes, like, even Chessmate and Tas, they're known for putting down runs in like 20 to 25 runs, and they're done for the day, and they only have like 10 to 15,000 on their mono card, but they like have all the records. But like, you have DrkSmk, who has, I think he's at over 50,000 or 50 million versus 10 to 14 million. So yeah, it's crazy.
DrkSmk, I remember he was doing really well on the leaderboards. He got a few firsts, didn't he? He did. I'll have all those stats when we do their episode. I'll get all that stuff prepared. But he killed it like the first 3 in a row, and then but I think they were all kind of doing the same thing. They were kind of waiting for the final 32. So we had 130 people, I think, that entered. So is that the most you've ever had?
I think it's pretty close to the most. Yes, I think season 4 was pretty close. That too, but yeah. A lot of new people this year. A lot of new people. Some people retired from the game, and so yeah, it's good to see new faces, and I think it does help the younger crowd. They're I mean, we're not too old, but how old are you, Rambo? You got to be in your early 20s.
21.
Gotcha.
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
Lucky guess.
Lucky guess.
That picture or the picture we did, I think that helped me out. But you sound way older than you look.
That's because he has a really deep voice.
Yeah, he does.
And Pete gets away with it. Pete gets away with looking older than he is because he has a really deep beard.
It's a beauty.
It's a beauty. It needs a trim. It's a little bit wild at the moment.
All right. Well,
you've been camping.
Yes.
No, I was kind of curious I was curious to see what Tas and Dark had to say about Rambo coming in third, because he was a rookie and he has very limited time on mono wheel. So it caught me by surprise.
What about you two? Great, because he didn't say anything, and he learned really quick. He was really efficient with every setup. That's he did an amazing first season, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Very cool, very cool. Well done, Rambo. It's good to see new people coming in. Maybe they're the next people to grab the torch and move on with it from there, or who knows, help invigorate more people to play, which is all part of why we do this sort of stuff. JR, did you have any questions for Daspo or Tas or DrkSmk at all?
Yeah, I have a question for all of them. Since you are the winners of the Mono Wars Challenge, do you also participate in other tournaments? I'd just like to cite a few examples, like the FS Grand Prix or the AUSNZ Daily Challenge or the very recent International Custom Track Challenge. Do you also participate and win in those tournaments? Let's start with Tas.
Okay.
Go first, Daspo.
Tas?
Yep.
Who first?
My bad. So maybe not some of you, because you weren't here, but when I started playing the game, I got introduced to a Jeep tournament by Vadion. If you know, he's like the leader of Discord at the moment, with Notch and other people. And
I would say it's probably slower than the mono wheel.
No, for back then, because that was like 3 to 4 years ago, it was actually very competitive. There were players like Drakon. I think Linus was in there, but I'm not sure. And Nev, and also, I mean, a lot of those type of players which are really good with jump shocks and timings and overall extremely decent with Jeep. So that was my first ever tournament, and it was really hard to keep up with them because they were all so talented. And more recently, I did do the international tournament, but I recently left it because there's just no time for me at the moment to play.
Oh, yeah, that's fair enough.
And for the FSGP, it's just I never really have enough gems to actually compete, so I never gave it a shot.
Oh, okay. I'll give you gems. I have 26,000.
Oh wow! I have like
I'm just kidding.
400.
If only I could give them to you. Okay, I'm just kidding. What about
what you need to
DrkSmk?
do is you need to get a few good rounds in early and not use any gems. That's what you need to do. Save all the gems for the later. Yeah, that's how you do it.
For me, I play other tournaments than Mono Wars. Mainly, I think tournaments with French players based on challenge and not vehicle specific. But no, I'm not. I can't win Mono Wars, so I won't win any other tournament with with multiple vehicle. But it's fine, and it's fine to learn new tech and how to use the other vehicles. And it's mainly just for fun and not really competitive. But I like tournaments where we play teams versus teams, things like that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And Daspo, do you also participate in other tournaments?
Okay, yeah. So I've done the Fingersoft GP. I made it to round 2, and it was see you later. So I was gonna try the new one that is out, the ICC or whatever it's called. But I just don't have time to play right now. I've been pretty distant from the game. So, but I always join all the servers. I always find out what people are doing, and I like to see what everyone is up to. So,
Yeah.
Cool.
That's good.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Pete? What tournament have you joined? I think you joined all.
I've joined.
You joined all tournaments.
No, I'd never heard of the Jeep one, so that sounds horrible.
So you haven't joined that.
Oh, but that was a while ago.
And you joined the rest.
Yeah, I joined the mono wheel, just this one gone. I've joined the ICC recently, and the Fingersoft GP.
Yes.
I haven't done Tractor Wars yet. That one, it sounds like it could get pretty competitive.
Oh, it does. Yeah, I also did that.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And what about you, Eva?
I've only done the Fingersoft GP. I did. I think I did. I'm in the ICC. I've been having hits and misses in the ICC, doing runs here and there. I've missed a couple the last couple of weeks because I've been pretty busy, but yeah. And I did join Tractor Wars, but only it was ages and ages and ages ago, and it's had different iterations since.
Oh, that's very good.
Have you heard of the daily competition that the AUSNZ guys run? Have you heard of that one?
I have run
I've
that
done that one.
That's the only tournament I joined.
Yeah.
Well, that was a given because we've talked about it before. But yes, I had been doing the daily server, which is where I got some interest in the mono wheels, because occasionally you had to use the mono wheel, and it was like, holy crap, watching it go slowly,
this
faster and faster and faster.
is actually faster.
Yeah. So no, yeah, I've had a bit of that.
I have a question for Pete.
Yeah, go ahead.
What was your favorite, or what was the thought going in, and what was your thought coming out of? Do you have any different thoughts on the mono wheel, or?
Well, I just thought it's about time to actually enter it. I've seen so much about it and heard so much about it. It's time to just actually get my ass into gear and do it. So yeah, that's what I did, and I had a blast doing it.
Good.
Did you know what rank you ended up with?
I was somewhere in the 60s, I think.
Out of how many participants?
I want to say, I think he was
130 odd.
I thought you
50,
got 50.
was I?
I thought you got 50. I thought I could be wrong.
Let me just quickly have a look.
But Daspo, how many official participants were there for the 5th season?
I want to say 130 people either joined and that would be even if they just joined for one of the days. But I think we had I think probably 60 to 70 on the average every day.
60 a day.
That's 70 a day. That's so many. I'll just be a cheerleader on the sidelines for those 70 people.
No, you just got to join at one time.
I would sell my, I would sell my monowheel and my, what do you call that? The spacecraft.
The Moonlander.
Yeah.
The Moonlander. I'm going to sell that to anyone who wants another.
Brand new.
Take another one.
Yeah.
One is enough.
One is enough.
The secondhand market is terrible for those things.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to sell it and with 150 gems with it. Who wants? Anyone?
150 gems.
Yeah.
No. You're gonna have
No.
150 might be too much for me.
That's a Fingersoft deal.
Okay, I think we're moving.
Oh, jeez.
Eva?
All right. No, thanks. No, thanks. Pete, do you have any questions?
No, I'm going to save all my questions for the community questions.
Cool.
Did we find out what you placed there, Pete?
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I can't find it. Where would it be? It's not in the announcements channel. It's not in the chat channel. The last ladder.
It'd be in the
for
results.
The Mono Kings dash. That's what I thought, but I'm not finding it.
You have to scroll up to the very past the elimination round. Okay, we got. Where you at, Pete? Pete got 50th.
There you go.
I sold myself short. And there was 130 odd, wasn't there?
130, yeah.
Yeah, excellent.
Not
Look
for a first timer. Yee!
Not
bad, Pete. Not bad.
I could have got third,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's all right.
I could have got third. You could have beaten DrkSmk, right?
Could have.
I missed one day and I got 35th.
Rambo did.
Well, as Chessmate isn't here to defend himself, I think you could have beat Chessmate.
Oh, totally. He's a lightweight. I could have easily beaten him.
Yeah, easily beaten him.
Yeah.
Oh, the weird thing about chess and toss, they put down runs and it's like, okay, spent 2 gems, I'm done for the day. It's like, what?
No, but you have to understand, this season I was really short on gems, so I was trying to monitor them throughout the whole month.
Yeah. They're a different species.
It's just confidence. That's what they've got. They've got confidence in their ability.
It truly is.
No, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
No, very cool. Very, very cool. So, do we want to start asking the community questions?
Nah. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Who's going first? Do you want to go first, Eva?
I have a question for Chessmate. Perfect. He won't answer it. Excellent. Next. No. Sorry. I'm having a bit of fun. Okay. This is from God's Wheeler. He's asked a question specifically for Tas. What made you choose the paths you did in the game, and what tips do you have in the game that we might not know?
Oh wow. Because I just looked this morning at those questions. I should have prepared a bit more. Yeah.
Nothing like put you on the spot, but I mean, it's a general, broad question. It's not specifically for every track, because there's, oh my god, how many tracks are there now?
Too many.
If we looked at the,
there's
way too many. Yeah, there's way too many.
Okay,
and there's only going to be more.
So what made me choose the path I did, right?
Yep.
So as I said before, I was introduced pretty much to the community with the Jeep tournaments by Vidian and such, and then I just joined a few servers, talked to some people, joined other servers, and like kind of following the flow, and it made me end up where I am. I was really fond of team events, so I tried to get in good teams and talk to leaders, talk to other good players. And then for Mono War specifically, well, I just talked to DRK, joined the Mono Wheel server, and get to meet a lot of nice people, train my Mono Wheel skills, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice. So basically, work hard, practice a lot, and you'll get good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Practice makes progress.
Pretty much.
That's what they say.
Tas also did all the recordings for the bus too, for the bot. So
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He's a bus enthusiast.
I am. Yeah. I don't play it a lot at the moment, but I had to make the bot recordings.
Yeah, it's Reese's favorite
Reese
vehicle.
will be very happy to see. Yeah, he'll be very happy to hear that. I've got a question from DeBell, and his question is mostly for Tas, but he'll ask all anyway. What is the origin of your name and its meaning? Tas?
Yeah, I think the reason why he asked this question is because he's expecting me to say that Tas from comes tool-assisted speedrun, which is the case. So this is where it comes from.
Okay, like Tasmanian Devil?
No, not of that. So what was it? Tunes assisted speedrun.
So it's tools assisted speedrun.
Interesting.
Okay.
I never knew that. That's clever. That's a bit like Eva's name.
No, I didn't make it up.
How about you, DrkSmk? What's the reason behind your name?
It's I keep it because it's a nickname I choose when I was, well, let's say that's 20 years ago. So it didn't really add any signification, or maybe a reflect from bad life habits, but nothing more.
Gotcha. I didn't know.
So I thought it might have been like DrkSmk, as in doing a burnout and smoke from the rubber. But no, it's not that.
No, a time change and responsibility adult life for this.
Yeah.
So no, I'm more dark than smoker now.
Rambo.
I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't know where
You
I
just
got it
came up
from.
with it.
I guess I just like the movies. You know. So I thought it'd be a cool name. I guess it stuck.
He also put a Rambo meme in, I think, on the last day of the competition. May the best man win. Wasn't that Rambo?
Oh yeah, probably. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
JR,
do you have a question?
Yeah, my question: Where did Pete get his name? And no, that's not my question. Okay, there's a question from Jack Rabbit. That's me. For everyone, what are your other hobbies other than playing HCR2? Let's start with Tas.
So I'm a big sports guy. I do a lot of sports at school and at home, mostly biking, swimming, and calisthenics stuff. So when I'm not playing the game or studying, you can expect me to be doing sports, any kind of sports really.
Oh, you're a sporty person, not a nerdy sit on the computer playing video games.
Well, I'm both of those pretty much.
Yeah, I think it's a good balance. It's a good balance.
You're a
What about
sporty nerd.
yeah? What about Dark? What's your other hobbies?
I don't have much time for other hobbies, to be honest, between the family, the work, and it's take me many time every day. So I just try to have activities on weekend or on holidays. I like now it's winter for me. I'm just waiting to go to skiing. I do a bit of sport when I can, but it's mainly going to work by bike or things like that. And at home, I like cooking and reading a bit, but I don't have much time for this now.
Yeah, that's okay. Those are other good hobbies too. And Daspo, do you have any hobbies?
I'm a true crime buff. I like to dig into true crime. I love documentaries. And
have you heard about the mushroom lady from down near my way? Yes.
I have not.
What is that?
There is the mushroom lady. You'll hear about it very shortly, I'm sure. There's a lady from around the corner from my town who has managed to kill a few people with a dish that had poisonous mushrooms in it.
Really? Is there a documentary on that?
Not so much a documentary. I'm sure it's going to hit all the.
Oh, it's still going through this stuff.
Soon.
Sure.
Yeah, it's still going. I heard a little snippet of it on one of my podcasts. They couldn't get into it because it's still ongoing, but they did do a little mention.
One thing about true crime stuff that I try not to get into is I try not to get into the live active ones because it will take up all of my time. So I'd like to, when it's already done and stuff, I like to dig into those. Or if there's a documentary, but like the live cases and stuff, man, they just like the Johnny Depp trial was so fascinating for me at least that I watched a lot of that trial.
Fair enough.
Pete, stay away from that mushroom lady. You promised me.
Oh yeah.
Can you promise me? You promised me. Okay.
She's in jail at the moment.
She's just a few doors down. Yeah.
She actually was. She actually was. Her kids went to the same school as mine, so there you go.
That is insane.
Oh gosh.
Well, I'm not hungry at the moment, so.
Thank God I don't like mushrooms.
Yes.
Okay. Eva, your question.
I've got one from SP Jan. A big shout out to SP Jan because he's one of the good guys in Sweden and in Swedish Power. This is a question to Daspo, Tas, and DrkSmk specifically. We were a group from Sweden who participated and competed. We really want to say thank you for your commitment and how willing and helpful you were. We learned a lot and are so grateful for the new monowheel tips and tricks. We hope and look forward to a new competition in the future. Will there be a season 6? ? Big smiley face with hugs and love hearts. Jean and Tully.
That's from SP. Is that SP Johnny and to SP Telke from Swedish Power? Got it.
Yes, it is. So he's asking. So firstly, he's saying congratulations on really, really great event, and then he's asking, "Hey, can we be involved in number 6?" And what dates do we put in our diary?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if so. Things with my personal life and stuff right now are just at a point where I'm not sure where I'm going to be going. I plan to stay in the community. I plan to play the game and stuff, but at this time, I just didn't know what I wanted to do. But what I do want is the community to keep going and events to to continue. So if I don't continue to do those things, I will be passing the throne, so to speak. And I have talked to Dark about this, and nothing's been set in stone, and I'm still dealing with some stuff on my end. So, but I would like to say that I believe that there will be many seasons to come.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to hear.
That's great.
There will be we didn't talk when we can set the next tournament, but of course there will be a next one. Mono Wars tournament is too great to disappear or to stop. So, but it takes many time, and we need to schedule all that, and maybe by summer 2024 we'll be able to see when to do it, but we are not able to tell now. And I'd like to thank SPJane for all the work he did on this tournament and the daily feed. It was really great. And for
yes, it was I agree. The daily feed, he was able to post, and I wasn't as active. I was usually posting the results and stuff like that. Dark did every single event except for maybe 2, and I didn't even finish. I think I posted 1 result. So Dark did all of the results this year, and SP Janie was always posted in the daily feed. So that's a really good point, Dark. Thank you for reminding me on that.
The daily feed was really good because not all players have many mono players in their friend list or don't think to add them, and so they can see other players where they are, what time they did, and I think it was really it bring more competition or more intense moments. I really like the idea.
It gives you an idea where people are at, especially if they're not posting in the time channel.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It does help. It does help for doing results. It does help for the results. It just speeds things up for us because, in theory, they could all be done by the time, I mean, you guys know how it works, but having that daily feed, I think, gives everyone more of a visual, and not everyone wants to delete all their friends and have them all in a row on their daily. So it's really kind of hard to see where you're at without like trying to count. And so yeah, thank you, SP Janie, for that.
Pete?
Yes. Before I ask the question, does anybody play on PC? All right, I'll ask this one then. I've got a question from Shadow Claus or Klaus. Why do you play on PC? Is it worth the risk? In brackets, if I remember right, FS said they don't offer support for you to use emulators. And how hard is it?
Yeah, so the reason, when I first started playing on PC, the reason why I did it was because I had lost access to my account on my phone. So I was just trying to find a way to be able to play the game. And then it felt kind of smooth when playing on PC. I'm sure he's asking the question and he knows about the aspect ratio. So on PC with BlueStacks and stuff, you can change the aspect ratio of your game, which can help you with seeing the ground better. And
I have heard that.
Yeah, and as for is it hard to play on PC? I mean, it's kind of like when you start playing the game, you have to get used to using jump shocks, to being able to make perfect starts and stuff. It's not necessarily harder than on phone, but you have to get used to it.
Awesome, thanks, Tas.
And for the FS parts, I was warned about FS not offering support, but I guess as long as you're not doing anything crazy, not cheating, not deleting your game and stuff, you shouldn't have any issues. So that wasn't really a problem for me.
Yeah. Awesome. And as long as your device lasts,
yeah,
you don't accidentally drop it.
Basically, the warning from FS is if you screw your account up using emulators, we're not gonna save you.
Yeah.
Yeah. They physically cannot do it.
Okay. This is from Juanito Chopper. Is that the same Juanito, or is that a different Juanito? Not sure. Okay. Rambo, what got you into actually trying the tournament this year?
Well, my buddy Sin, he told me, and he was like, I think it's the last Mono Wars that they're gonna do, and so you should do it, and you don't have to try that hard or whatever. You just do it a couple days and see what you think about it. And I guess it got me hooked.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, because once you get like I said, once you get one really good fast run, and you see what the mono's capable of, you just go, oh my god.
Oh yeah, it amazed me time and time again what that thing can actually do.
Yeah,
you go watch a replay and like, man, that was actually really fast for one little wheel.
Well, it's funny when you're doing the daily comps and Daspo's playing the mono, and you're in the super diesel doing a crazy start with the super diesel, and then jumping and whatever, and Daspo goes past you, and you go, where did that come from? Where the hell did that come from? How did he? And you don't even go down that path because it's just a deep downward spiral. Takes forever. But obviously not, because you've done really well. You've come out of nowhere, and you've taken to it like a duck to water. So congratulations, I suppose.
Here's a question from Koenig. Shout out to him. He was a previous guest on the podcast. His question is, how do you finish the daily task wheelie 500 meters with mono wheel? Do you ever attempt? To wheelie on the mono wheel?
You use the reroll function in the top right corner.
Is there a special button that we don't know about?
No, re-roll, as in you don't do it.
Yeah.
I think I've been waiting to get the challenge because I'm going to keep it, and I'm just going to wait for the next wheelie event, the public event, and I'm going to try it that way. Because every time I do the wheelie event, I use the mono wheel anyway just to see how far I can long jump, and that's what it will say, wheelie 156 yards or whatever. So I imagine it would end up completing it, but I could be completely full of shit too. I don't know.
That is an interesting way to get around that loophole. I reckon that might just work.
The only way I know how to wheelie on a mono wheel.
Yep. I'd just drive it because it's a constant wheelie.
It doesn't work.
There's only one wheel.
No. Yeah, it should.
0 meters every time.
Yeah. Could you imagine the wheelie boost if it did have it? Constant wheelie boost.
Be a heck of a
This is a question. This is a question from Cape, who has been a long-time listener, long-time questioner, asker. It's a question for Tas specifically. How did you feel to lose this year after winning last year? And then he also says, how many world records do you have that are not on the mono?
Okay. Well, I can't really lie. It doesn't feel good to end up second. Especially because like the daily for me ends up at like 1 a.m. and I was trying to keep myself awake till 1 a.m. to be sure to give it all I had, but I was just unable to do and ended up sleeping at like midnight. So I was quite frustrated that I could not well, play as much as I wanted to. But Chessmat definitely deserved the win this time. There were no excuses. It was completely skill on this map. A mine map with jump shocks is you have to have skill. It's you don't have excuses for this map. So good job to him. And I've got nothing else to say. I was quite frustrated with my performance, especially because I won last year. But it's fine to end up second. I'm not gonna cry about it.
Okay, so here's a question. Here's a follow-up question to that. This obviously came down to, was it one race or was it 4 races?
No, it
for the
was
last
one
race.
a single
So
one. Yeah.
how far behind him were you to lose?
Okay, wait. I'm gonna look up the times because I'm not sure.
Because I know from history that people have won and lost those things by 0.01.
Oh no, that wasn't the case this time.
Oh, okay.
I was quite far behind because the thing with this map is if you manage to not die, then you'll be setting up like a top 10 times easily.
Oh, wow.
Because it's such a hard map with monowheel that if you manage to complete it, you just get a good placement. And Chessmat really did it like pretty much perfectly. And I had a few flows here and there on my run, so I lost I think 0.4, 0.3 maybe. I'm not sure.
Yep.
I would have to check. But he was far ahead to deserve victory.
Oh, XO. Okay. All right. I thought it was one.
Oh no! To kind of piggyback off the the final round, I was talking with Rambo and the guys, talking about the pressure that you guys must have felt with the elimination round, and I don't get to experience that because I didn't even make the final cut, and I wouldn't have allowed myself to be in it anyway. But with that, can you guys talk about that going into the final few rounds, and then the pressure, especially with the jump shot, and what was the map? It was
A flat minor, I'm pretty sure, wasn't it?
Yeah, flat minor. Yeah.
Yeah. Flat minor.
So it was all over A flat minor, was it? Okay, I'm just starting up the machine to see what A flat minor looks like in terms of world records, because
Yeah, I sent you the screenshots in the channel if you want.
Oh, okay. Do general chat. Let's have a look. Tumbleweeds.
So yeah, if you want to, and so talk about the pressure going into that race with the elimination, and then if you guys could change anything about that final day, because I thought about this a lot after the tournament. Do you guys like how it's set up, or would you guys have any suggestions about making that final 4 more of a fair? Because if you get a jump shocks or whatever, I mean, it'd have been anyone's race if it would have been field boost. But
so to answer like your last question, for me, if you were to win the Mono Wars, it's because you're the best on every possible occasion. So I don't really mind if it's on one day specifically, because if you can't win on that day, then are you really the best Mono World player?
All right.
Yeah, that's kind of the way you'd see. I mean, I go back to CrossFit, but CrossFit is judged over 3 days and all that sort of stuff, and you could win and lose just by not doing well in one of the events. But to get there, to actually get to the top 32, is already a big achievement, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we was talking with Rambo. He said getting into the top 32 was his goal. So like as long as he knew he was going to stay in there, he knew that because he wasn't really worried about getting any of the top prizes of the regular season. So to get to that top 32 and try to make it to the final.
Very cool.
And it's not easy to get that top 32. It's not easy.
No, No.
Did you find the leaderboard screenshot, Eva?
Yeah, I did. No, I found it on the game. It's 0.3 difference.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, 0.3 on the monowheel is still quite a distance.
And there's like 0.7 with Rambo and DrK.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, going into that race, it was Rambo took the lead. No, DrkSmk took the lead right away, and then Rambo took it over from Dark, and then Tas took it over from Rambo, and then within the final hour, Chessmate.
It was a great game.
So it was a really awesome end of the day, the way to end the season.
Yeah,
Very
it
cool.
was a nice last track. Really,
Yep.
I don't mind if it's jump stock. It's not like season 4 or where we play maybe 80% of the map with jump shock, and it was too much for me. But on this
it
one,
was literally all jump shots.
On the season 5, we have all the setup, and this last map was really a good map for the final, because it really needs skill and precision and accuracy, and it was a great final.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Pete, up to you.
Yes, I have a question here, and I think it's from Jack Rabbit because it doesn't have a from. For Tas, what was your very first mono world record, if you can remember?
Oh wow. I'm not sure about what I'm going to say, but I think my first world record was unofficial on one of DrK's challenges. I don't know if I did or not, but I remember taking his world record on his challenge, but I'm not sure.
What was the track?
Wait.
The Aces.
Yeah, it's hard to pronounce.
It's
What style of map is it? Is it like a desert style?
It's a mine map.
It's the second track in a Tunnels Cup. And you have a long. By this time, the tech use a backflip, and it.
Oh, the S's. Is it the S's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And a second part to the question: which mono world record took you the longest to get, and do you still have it?
Okay, I have to check if I still have it. I hope I do, because otherwise I'm gonna be sad.
You got some work to do today, then, if you don't have it.
No.
So much for taking a break from the game. Don't check.
It's Skid Happens in Interstate Cup. It's a desert
that is a tough
map.
one.
And it's not that it took me long to get world record, but it was so fun to play with trailer. Yeah, is it the trailer? Wait, what is this?
The spoiler?
Oh yeah, spoiler. My bad.
Yeah.
So
you still have it.
Playing with spoiler and jump shocks was so fun that I actually played it for longer than any of the other maps, I think, and trying to optimize the world record. And I checked, and I still have it. Yes.
Yes.
You do.
So you have a world record with the spoiler.
Yeah.
Oh, well then. I didn't
They
know
have
that they
some crazy.
existed.
There's another one. What's the one where remember you start off and you hit the cannon, then you jump on the ramp, and then you get a.
That's this one. I think.
That's one with the spoiler too.
I must admit that I actually forget that is a part, the spoiler, because I never use it.
Well, I still don't have nitro on the monowheel.
Me neither.
Oh, it's really hard to use on the monowheel. It makes the monowheel even more
unstable.
Even more unstable and risky.
Yeah.
There is a few world records with it,
not using it.
Yeah, they are mainly records on underwater map because it's you are more often in contact with the ground.
Right. That makes more sense because you're gonna get that pull back anyway. It kind of helps you stay level.
Yep.
Last part to the question is, which combination do you like the most? Jump shocks or fume boost? Oh, sorry, fuel boost.
Yeah, I prefer jump shocks. I think it's well, it takes more skill to optimize, and
It
fuel boost is
does.
kind
That's
of
why I can't do it.
it's kind of like try and retry with fuel boost. You need to get a few tenths of each attempt, and it's very precise. As of jump shocks, you can always try to optimize it a lot more.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Can we call it correctly? Because it's jump shock, not jump shocks.
My bad.
Because it's a singular
no,
wheel.
I'm just stirring. I'm stirring because it's a mono wheel. It's only got one wheel.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I'm just joking.
There's
I
one
still
on
call it
either
the
side of
jump
the wheel.
shit.
Yeah, well, we did have one guest call them the jump shits.
Yes, that's the
Who was
correct
that?
word for it.
X236.
X236.
That's
Jinx.
I was like, I thought
Crazy
that might be Gutter
Frenchies.
Butter. He has a name for everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
he does.
But no, I would agree with Tas. I like jump shocks too. It's fun and it's rewarding when you get a good time, and you don't have to be perfect. You can, you can still get a good run and not hit the same spot with jump shocks.
Yeah.
But I honestly like fuel boost. It's more like therapy for me. It's just like it just kind of free your mind. It's just pleasant.
Yep.
It works easier.
Yeah.
Saying
Yeah, no, fair enough. Fair enough. No, all is good.
Yeah. So I would just like to mention. Sorry.
You go.
Yeah, I would just like to mention that question for Taz is from the player named MW Myth BR. Do you recognize this?
There you go.
Yep.
How do you pronounce it?
I think it's
His
Mythic.
name?
Yeah, it's
Mythic. Oh, Mythic.
Yeah,
Yeah, so shout out to MW Mythic BR for your questions. He has a few good questions. And he would like to ask everyone, so it's my turn to ask. He would like to ask everyone, what is your least favorite track in the game? It could be in general or with mono, and why? And what is the most challenging time attack track for you all with the mono, and why? And why did you all get into mono wheeling? Who wants to go first? From youngest to oldest, I think. But let's not say how old you all are. Taz, you would like to go first?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm still trying to find the name of the track.
Oh.
Well, I can say basically any glacier track.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that they are hard, but I just don't like them. They make my PC and phone lag because of the particles and
It's slippery.
Yeah, there's also that. Then the wing pushing you backwards. It's just not a mechanic I have fun with.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think is the most challenging time attack track?
With mono wheel, I would say. Wait, I'm looking at the maps. Oh yeah, I would say down the tube.
Yeah, sure.
Down the tube's nasty.
Yeah.
That's nasty. That's nasty in any vehicle, let alone a mono.
Especially, yeah.
Because you've got to get over that first big jump, and then you run out of fuel if you don't do it properly. And oh, mate, it is terrible.
Well, that's the easy part on the mono wheel.
Yeah, because after there's a setting and you can crush your head so easily all along the track.
Yeah. You don't even use the gas after the hill. It's all jump shocks after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're out of fuel after the first jump, and then you just rely on jump shocks and try not to crash.
Momentum.
And not lose too
It's
much
actually very.
speed.
I enjoy Down the Tube very much, but it is to try to get a top 10 during the season is probably, I would agree, one of the most stressful tracks to do it on.
Yeah.
And what got you into monowheeling?
Well, as I said before, it's definitely because of DrK, because of his challenges and messages.
Yeah.
He actually helped me a lot to improve my monowheel times, especially with making up tunes, playing with the air control and stability, because I didn't understand anything about them.
That's great. And Dark, what is your least favorite track in the game, and why?
Probably a jump shock one, but I don't know which one. I don't like the 1 kilometer maps. It's too long for me. And so
Winter Castle.
Well, Snow Castle is not the worst, I think, but I don't enjoy them much.
And your most challenging time attack track?
I like maps where you use the turbo because the time you need to lower your air control, have high stability. That's maybe the tracks where you can be the fastest with a monorail. So with afterburner and turbo, any track is they're the one that I like to play the most. Maybe not the more challenging, but they are for sure, and I like playing any map with turbo.
And what got you into monowheeling?
We as I say also before, it's the daily challenge, playing daily challenge with my team that bring me to monowheel, and then monowars too.
Yes, that's great. And Daspo, same questions.
Okay, so the worst track that I hate, it probably Winter Castle is up there, or the other Miner's Mile, maybe.
Oh, that's a good one.
Just because I haven't been able to get that one down. Let's see, my most challenging track. I would say Down the Tube is right there. Was it? It's not that challenging, but it's one of my favorite maps, Sledhammer.
Yeah, Sledhammer's nasty too.
It's really easy on monowheel, but it's so fun.
And what got you into monowheeling?
I guess just I used to play monowheel. I had an old account, and then I ended up deleting that account. Never backed it up. I got back into it, and I just started playing to get to the monowheel. And when I joined the Discord servers, nobody was talking about it, so I decided to start a conversation about it. And that's pretty much how it all started.
Great. Yeah, that's really great. And just quickly, for all three of you, rate your monowheel skills on the scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the highest.
Oh, this should be good.
Dun, da, da, da.
I'm a 9, I would say.
9.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still have
9.8.
to improve a lot with turbos. I'd say 8.5 because I'm lacking
there's no
in this.
And there's no room for modesty. Come on.
Then I'm a 7.
If Chessmate was here, he'd be saying I'm a 9.5.
Yep.
How about you, Pete? How would you rate yourself on your monowheel skills?
Well, my enjoyment of using the monowheel would be about an 8, but my skill would be about a 6.
Okay. What about you, Eva?
It's not
my
very,
skill
very good
level.
yet.
My skill level would be probably in the low threes. I have occasional lucky overcharged turbo boosts. I play the game differently, and I found it's really hard for me to get the mono wheel to do what I want because I hold the accelerator down all the time and then I modulate with the brake. And as soon as you get off the ground, you're starting to tilt forwards. So, yeah, my skill level is terrible. I've got to work on it a lot. And the reason
that's okay.
Player.
And the
And
reason
is the
I
mono
wanted
wheel
to
reversed? Do you tilt forwards when you're accelerating instead of backwards, or vice versa?
yes, you do. You
remember.
tilt forwards when you're accelerating.
Yeah, whereas you go backwards in every other vehicle.
Yeah.
So it makes you think.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's good. I couldn't even get 10 meters of that damn thing. So don't ask what my skill level is. Next question, Eva.
Well, on that note, what is your skill level, Jack Rabbit?
He said don't ask. It's a negative 10.
Well, you threw us all under the bus, so we may as well take you down with us.
Well, actually, she threw us under the mono wheel.
I did.
Nah, all good. All right. Well, I have a couple of questions. I've got one from Zohab. Big shout out to Zohab. He asked Daspo, was this the last season of Mono Wars? But we've already gone through that, so I just wanted to say a big shout out to Zohab.
How you doing, Z?
Yep. And then he also asked, who told you about Mono Wars? We've talked about that, but I just want to give him a shout out because we really appreciate people asking questions. And then this is another question from Cap A. It's specifically for Daspo. Since you're pulling away from the leading Daspo, since you're pulling away from leading Mono Wars, have no team, and aren't very active with the game, are you pulling away from the game / community? ?
I'm just taking some time.
Okay.
I don't have any. The mono wheel community and the ACR2 community has been there for me. If you listen to the other podcasts, I go into that, but no, I'm just no, I don't have any intentions to leave the community.
Yep. No, perfect. We don't want you to go either.
Yep.
Can I just quickly? Can I just say, Daspo, did you fund the Dash for Cash all by yourself in the Mono Wheel Season 5?
Yes. Yep.
That is a really, really good thing you did for the whole community. That
Thank
was
you.
an epic prize. So well done, and thank you for doing that.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And I also would like to thank you for reaching out to the podcast host for, the winners would be featured in the podcast. So it's really it's really good to hear from the Mono Wars community.
Well, I really appreciate you guys taking me up on the offer, and I just wanted to give them a chance to talk. And I know that a lot of times I forget a lot of things when I'm on, and it's nice to have. It's nice for me to listen to to people from the community talk too, because we just usually chat in the chat. So it's nice to hear.
Yes. It's not easy to organize because of the time zones, but it is so much worth it. Okay, it is so much worth it. Yes.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
Okay, so
it is almost 3 for me.
It is almost 3 a.m. for you.
Are you still going?
All right. So I've got a question from Cape, and it says it's for all people. Why do you play the game? If you could change one thing, what would it be?
I'd probably play it. I used to play it because it was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. When I was younger, and then teams started, and that made it a whole lot more fun.
Yep.
You could have friends, and now, yeah, these being on Discord with these guys all the time. That's probably why I still play it. That makes it a lot more fun. Go hang out with them every night. If it wasn't for that, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd still be playing it or not.
Okay. Fair enough. Daspo, what about you?
Well, could you repeat the question just one more time?
Why do you play the game? And if you could change one thing, what would it be?
Okay, and this is from Cape.
Yeah.
Hey, Cape, how you doing? Okay, so why do I play the game? Well, the community still. I mean, I'm not a team event. I'm not even in a team right now. I got a lot of life going on right now for me personally. So I play the game just because it gives me some sense of peace, and I love the mono wheel, and I like to see how everyone's doing. And I'm not as active as I used to be, but I just like seeing how people are doing, and I like same as Rambo, the communication with everybody. The community has been there for me in a lot of ways when I felt like I didn't have anybody. So it kind of provides a sense of comfort. And as far as changing the game, I think I said this before, but in the daily race, I think it'd be sweet if there was a filter, just like when you're looking at records. So like you could be using the mono wheel and everyone's racing like normal, but instead of deleting your friends, you could just say, oh, go to the filter, click, I want to see only people with the mono wheel. And then now you don't have to delete any friends, and you can still take your screenshots. And maybe that's a selfish want, I don't know, but
I don't know if it's a selfish want, because there would be people who would be trying to go as fast as possible in the daily runs, and they really only want to see the ones with, the Formula or the Jeep or whatever. So I don't think it's a selfish want, but I do like that idea.
There's one from Tas, and he's got quite a lot of little dot points here, but there's one specifically for Rambo. Do you have a world record you're cooking?
Nope. I'm still trying to recover from what that month did to me.
I didn't mention this when I was talking to you guys earlier, but yeah, Rambo said he has no interest in picking up the mono wheel for a while, and possibly never again.
Well, I guess these next questions are sort of irrelevant then. I'll ask them anyway. So far, which kind of mono player do you think you are? Are you a Jump Shocks mono player, a Fume Boost mono player, or a Turbo mono player, or just an all-rounder?
I would say probably not Jump Shocks, because I can get them to work very often. And Turbo's always seems like it's inconsistent for me, so I probably like the Fume ones or the Fuel Boost ones.
Yeah, I was a Fuel Boost kind of guy. Fuel Boost wings and thrusters was my go-to.
Yep.
And lastly, do you plan to keep playing mono wheel competitively? And I guess you just answered that one.
I mean, we'll see when the time comes, but I probably won't run it much till then.
Competition only, so you're not going to be one of those freaks that are just doing it randomly all the time.
Yeah, no.
Fair.
No.
Absolutely. I must admit, I haven't touched it since Mono Wars competition either.
My feelings aren't hurt.
The only time I have tried it is trying to do the podcast test track. trying to beat Daspo's time.
Taz and Chessmate don't have to worry about their record. I'm not going to be chasing them.
Yeah, they're nuts. They're just a different breed.
This is a question from Moxie. Shout out to Moxie. Haven't spoken to you in a while. But thanks for the question. Is the monowheel the new farm truck?
What does he mean by that?
I'm not sure. Rambo, is there some background to that?
No, I'm not sure what he means, but I doubt it is.
A farm truck. What would a farm truck be?
The dirt bike, the motocross would probably be a good one.
So you usually like the motocross, do you?
It'd probably be a better farm vehicle than the monowheel.
It definitely would be. I couldn't see it being used anywhere on the farm. A monowheel, apart from maybe if you had a jump, a little track there somewhere.
Do you ride dirt bike, Rambo?
A little bit, but not a whole lot. I value my life more than that.
Hey, I still remember that it was only when riding on a public road that riding a motorbike is dangerous, because you've got to worry about all the other people driving. Whereas if you're riding a motorbike on a farm, it's not that bad.
Yep.
I'd agree.
You just tend to do dumb stuff because you can. And then you get yourself hurt.
But I don't think the motorbike is the reason for the dumb stuff.
Yep.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. Pete?
I used to ride snowmobiles, not dirt bikes, because of the ground's hard. At least in snowmobiles, it was soft most of the time.
I'm going to ask a question from Pete, and this is moving away from the monowheel a little bit. What is your favorite type of cheese? Rambo? Yeah.
I don't know if I have a favorite. American cheese, I guess. Can't go wrong with that.
Like the burger cheese.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know what you would call that. American
I think
cheese.
cheddar, like American
Cheddar,
cheese, cheddar cheese.
Yeah, that's right.
American cheddar, maybe that's what it is. See, I don't know. Why can't they just call it one thing?
Cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Cheese.
The
cheese.
Wisconsin cheese, them big round.
Oh yeah.
Things, them are actually pretty good too.
Question from God's Wheel for everybody. You guys are all absolutely incredible, but one question: do I have to win the next Mono Wars event to be on one of these things?
The podcast, does he mean?
Yeah, I think so.
No, we can invite him to the podcast. We don't have to.
We sure can. Okay, so he's got a real question here. Do you guys think that the nitro is too strong, and do you agree with the hot rod nerf? Sorry, do you agree with the hot rod nerf? If you don't, do you mind explaining why? I'll go with Daspo first.
So this is gonna sound really ignorant. What is the hot rod nerf?
Oh, they've basically detuned the hot rod. It's not as powerful anymore.
Oh, well, that's okay. I think it was pretty powerful. I'm not a huge hot rod fan, but I thought it was, lack of nothing against the hot rod. I just lack of use, I think. But so I'm not a really good answer to that. But as far as the nitro, maybe on monowheel, I haven't had a chance to use it, so I can't speak to it personally. But based off what everyone has said, it's challenging to use, and I don't know. There's some records out there, so I guess it's just going to be a getting used to thing, just like getting used to the hot rod was a thing right away.
Yep, agreed.
So the hot rod nerf was not as powerful, but better fuel economy, and it doesn't break as fast.
But when did it happen? Because I didn't. I
that was a while ago.
listened some.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right when it came out, then basically.
Yeah, it was shortly after it came out.
Oh. It used to run out of fuel after 4 bursts, and then when they nerfed it, it would run out of fuel after 6 bursts. And I mean, you know how when you hold the throttle down and it will flame, as long as you don't explode, and go red, it won't. So if you didn't explode, it would do 4 bursts before it needed more fuel. And when they fixed it, or when they changed it, it went from 4 to 6. And this is on average across all the maps.
And when you did explode, as soon as you touched the ground, you would die. Like, doesn't matter what part. But when they fixed it, just your head had to hit the ground. So you could skid a little bit towards the end of the line and still finish the track.
Well, I remember Reese, he was on the episode talking about the hot rod when it was in beta testing or whatever. And he was saying that it was like a rocket ship because they weren't sure what parts to have on it. And they had like back then they had wings and like fuel boost in there. So it was like you could literally just fly across the track. That's what he was saying in the episode. I thought that'd be hilarious, but it's like you said, it would break the game.
Yeah, could you imagine it with wings? That would be so fun.
It would be. They should do that for they should, exactly.
Wings,
they should.
Wings, magnet, and fuel boost. And just just going ballistic with it.
Yeah.
So much fun. Take note, Reese. Public event next time.
I love those fuel events. Those are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the events where you collect parts and you just continue to collect parts.
Oh yeah, that's nice too.
Yeah, like we had
as
last
long as that
winter.
vehicle has the part available, then it collects it.
That is one of the public events that I don't finish with the mono wheel.
Understandable.
See, I still remember something you said. I can still remember something you said only recently, where you said that in those haunted ones, where you'd have to do, that you'd have to get to that haunted house and you'd pull in, and then you do the next bit, you'd get to the next haunted house. Well, you would get your record with the mono wheel, the zombie runs. You'd get your record with the mono wheel, but you'd do only the last section from the last house with the mono wheel, not the 3 sections before it.
Oh.
And I thought,
if it was on when I'm learning it, well, the first one, because the first ones are usually easy to get, and then so we want to get there the fastest. But eventually, you learn the map where you can do it faster with the mono wheel than you can with any other.
Oh,
vehicle
really?
Anyway.
Oh, I thought it was no. That's in that case, that's even better.
Yeah, but no, I like
cool.
the zombie runs and stuff with the mono wheel, but it's hard to get past the 900 mark on a lot of them. So it's
yeah.
It's just more of a challenge thing.
Cool. Okay. I have a question from God's Wheeler. He's actually got a question for everybody, but I'm not going to ask everyone question. I'm just going to ask the question for Rambo. So this is from God's Wheeler. Why are you so good at mono? Is it because you're used to standing on one wheel?
What does he mean by that?
It's I don't know what he means by standing on one wheel, but I would say I'm not good. I'm just lucky, because if you run it for enough hours, you'll get lucky once.
There comes a point where it stops becoming luck. If you're consistently at the top.
That's a very good point.
Lots of hours.
If you finish 3rd out of 130 odd people, that's not luck.
them last days, it was.
Your
it was
blood
getting
pressure
into
was
an
up?
all-day thing. I would stick in like probably 250 kilometers every track.
Wow.
Okay, so on average, how many runs would you do for a win, or getting close to a win?
I don't know.
So I think
I think a better question would be here. Let me help you out, Eva. How many runs did you do during the season versus when you were in the actual tournament?
Oh, it was definitely a lot less, before the tournament. Some of them, yeah. The first
Like
day, I
gem-wise.
remember the first day I was like, yeah, I got a decent run. That should be good for top 32. And I come back and I was like 60th or something. I was like, dude, I'm not even gonna make the top 32. So I had to get on it and run some more, but no,
Gotcha. So
your
your time
probably
just went
doubled
up.
or tripled after I got in the top 32. Because that 4 a day, I was like, man, this is brutal. This is, it's only you play for like a month, and then within a week, it's down to like just the top 10 or top 5.
Mm-hmm.
It narrows down so fast with just 4 a day, and they're all the best players. So,
well, you'd hope
try
so.
hard.
Was there any? And I want to ask everyone this, but was there anything that you wish would be different on the tournament? Like, it is brutal, and that's why it's called Mono Wars. But it's almost like that last day it's a jump shock track. It's on a flat minor, which is a terrible track to end on. I felt my heart was pounding those last 4 hours watching the chat go, and like maybe the last 4 could be done different. Maybe there could be a set for you guys so there's more evenly out, because it's like, oh man, we get this track. It's like, oh, the jump shot guys get it, because Chess and Tas are just whizzes, and the only one other better than them is Oscar, and Oscar didn't want to show up to every match. He showed up on some of them, but maybe there's something that I could have done better on that to make it a little bit more fair when it comes down to that final 4.
Well, I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, the beauty of that style of event is you don't know what you're going to go into, and if you're trying to find the best player outright, it's not about the best player. I mean, to get to that point, they would have had to have done a time trial style. They would have had to have done, a fume boost one. They would have had to have done a fuel boost one. So, it's not like they got there just because they were lucky. And if it is the last one and it's just jump shocks on the last one, you're still getting the best of the best there anyway.
That's true.
No, I liked it how it was. Then I don't think it mattered what track or what parts. I think Tas and Chessmate and them guys would have, they would have been there anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Not like the jump shock tracks were the only ones they were good at. They were top every track of the month. So no, I liked it.
Was like if I was to change anything on it, it would be the scoring system. If you were to score well on one track, then you get the top points for that track, but the next one, everything refreshes. So everybody has a fair chance to score well the next round, and they don't get kicked out if it's a part they don't like, if that makes sense.
Okay, so it's almost like a point system on the final 4, on the final 32. You mean?
Yeah, the final 32. Because didn't you miss a round, Rambo?
I think I ran every day.
I remember somebody missed a round and it cost them a placing.
Or no,
that's who it was.
Was it Chessmate or Tas? Whoever got second in season 5, I think it was Chessmate.
Yeah.
He missed a day. He slept in, or he had class, and he totally forgot to make his run before the end of the day, and
so because he missed that one day, that that cost him for the rest of the tournament.
And no. So that was in the regular season.
Wasn't it?
That was the regular season. He missed one day, so even with that, he still got second place. So yeah, DrkSmk won season 5, but actually Chessmate actually won it. If he would have made that final day, no matter what position he would have gotten, I think. If you do the math, except for like last place, but actually there was a guy who missed it in the tournament. You're right. The pizza. Who was that? Pineapple Pizza. He like first day he missed. He ran the wrong thing, and then the next day he like wrote in. He's like, "Oh, did the tournament start?" I was like, "Oh, brother." I was like, I felt bad, but there was a guy who missed it and was out the first day. Yeah.
Yeah. These things happen.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Mm-hmm. I've missed so many daily comps from when they started.
Well, and I do a lot of I do a lot of pings throughout the season. So, but I feel like if you miss it, you miss it. And I used to feel bad, and I try to message everyone to make sure. And I tried to, but it's just one sneaks in every once in a while.
You can only ping so many times before people start getting annoyed at you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You don't want to be that guy.
No.
Yeah, nah, absolutely not. I am that guy.
What? I am that guy too. Yeah.
I just find it better to make sure you get their attention.
If they want to be there, they'll let you know that maybe you should tone it down, and they won't be too hard on you.
All good.
Yep. JR, is it time for the Never Have I Ever?
I think it is time for the Never Have I Ever quiz. So this is the Never Have I Ever quiz Hill Climb Racing edition. You get 1 point for each one that you have never done before. We will go through each guest as I ask the question. So we'll go through Tas, DrkSmk, and Daspo.
All right.
Okay. So the first question is, have you ever reached the maximum GP? Tas?
No, never.
Never. And Dark?
No.
No. And Daspo?
No.
Nope. I get close and then they add another vehicle. So
Okay, next question would be, have you ever achieved the maximum 15K score in a track?
Yes.
Yes. And Dark?
I think on some events the 15K is quite easy, so I may have done one.
Yes, you have. And Daspo?
No, I think I got a 10K once.
yeah, a few times.
10K once. Okay. The third question would be, have you ever finished the road to legendary? Tas?
It's not often, but I have.
Yeah. That's the question. You have. And Dark?
Yeah, every season.
Oh, every season. Congratulations. Daspo?
I have never.
You have never. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, next question is, have you ever started your own team?
No,
Tas?
never.
No, never. Dark?
I didn't really start my own team, but before joining a French academy, we try. I had a teammate who left the team where we were, and he created his own team, and we joined, and we were 4 or 5 only, and it didn't work. But not by my own. I never spent gems to create a team.
Yeah. Okay, so never. And Daspo?
Yeah, I have.
Nope.
No.
Next question is, have you ever spent real money in the game? Tas?
Yeah, I have.
You have. Dark?
Yes, yes, I was as well.
Yeah, and Daspo?
Yes, of course.
Yep.
Yes.
Number 6 question, have you ever participated in any HCR2 tournament? I guess
Yes.
everyone has. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, for everyone. Okay, number 7 question. Have you ever thought of giving up playing the game? Tas?
Yes, I mean, I'm pretty much doing it right now.
You have thought of giving it up. Okay, Dark?
No, not really.
Not really.
I step back a little, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't stop.
Mm-hmm. And Daspo?
I'm pretty much doing it right now. I'm not on a team. I just do the public events and I just run the daily every now and then. So I'm on a
Yep.
Yeah, but you're still playing. Freelancer. Yeah. So number 8 question. Have you ever posted a suggestion in the Fingersoft server?
Yes, a few times.
Yes, a few times. And Dark?
No, I don't think I have.
Daspo?
yes.
Nope.
And next is, have you ever reported a cheater in the Fair Play server?
I don't think so, no.
Maybe not reported on the fair play. I reported through the game, but not there.
Okay. And Daspo?
Through the game. I don't think I've done it through the server. I maybe have maybe no, yes, I have. I have done it on the server.
Nope.
No.
Okay, next question is, have you had your account flagged for cheating?
No, never.
Never. Dark?
Never.
And Daspo?
Never.
Nope.
Next question, have you ever been banned in any HCR or the Fingersoft server?
I don't think so, no.
This is the Discord server, so you haven't. Okay, and Dark?
No, I don't think.
Okay, and Daspo?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, this is the last question. Have you ever done a face reveal on any Discord server?
I have, yes.
Yes, you have. Dark?
Yes.
Yes, and Daspo?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's it. That's the quiz
All right.
for all.
So were you taking
What? Were you not? Oh my God! Let's start over.
No.
Gotta keep
Just
track
very.
on the recording.
No, just
Where
very.
did the applause come from? I heard somebody
No.
clapping.
It was me.
Nice one.
So, episode 9 scores. Rambo,
Mhm.
Rambo and Tas and DrkSmk all scored a veritable halfway 6. So the lower the score, the better the better the score.
Yeah.
So Rambo, Tas, and DrkSmk all 6, and Daspo, you've led them all by getting a score of 5. Now, bearing in mind, the best score we've had so far was from Hulkster, because he swore a lot in the episode. So I can say Hulkster a couple of times. Hulkster, he got a 2, so no one's ever going to beat that. And it's not because of the swearing, but I just thought it was just funny.
That is.
So congratulations to Daspo for beating the other 3. Unfortunately, you win. Unfortunately, you win nothing.
Yeah.
So thank
Bragging
you for.
rights. It's the first time I
bragging-
beat them in anything.
Well, there you go. There you go. There you go. So you have the ability to just laugh at yourself and have a bit of fun with the quiz. That's pretty much why we do it. It's just a bit of fun. Well, that kind of gets us to the end of the episode. And I just wanted to say, firstly, thanks to Daspo for not only asking to be on with the guys who won this tournament, but for starting the tournament in the first place many years ago, and continuing to do it over and over and over. And for also, as Pete pointed out, putting some money behind the tournament and making it an elimination, so it meant that anybody had a real good chance. So I think you really deserve a really big round of applause, or at least a standing ovation. We're all standing up and clapping, right?
Well, to piggyback off that, I just want to say thank you for having me and having the guys on. One cool thing that happened with the money that was divvied out is when Chessmate messaged me for his earnings, and I don't know if he wants me to tell this, but I'm going to tell it anyway because it's such a cool story, and I'll message him, and if he doesn't want it on there, I'll let you know, Eva. But
yep,
he messaged me and he goes, "All I want is two licenses for a game." It was like $35 or $30 per license, one for me and one for my friend, and then I want you to give the rest to a player that is struggling with his mom and stuff, and he could use it way more than I can. And I just thought that was super
really
nice.
Cool. That is a really good thing to do.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So yeah.
Good
job,
very
Chessmate.
cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool indeed. So again, I want to say thanks to Tas for being on the podcast.
Well, thank you for letting me in.
Yeah, no, it was actually great to hear a bit of your background and some other bits and pieces. Same as DrkSmk as well. It's been good. It's been great to hear from Rambo as well. You know, an up and coming player who's managed to get up there and, you know, originally looking for the top 32 and then making it into the top 4. So well done to you as well. And thank you for your time. Thank you for everything else. Pete, JR.
Yes.
Yes.
God, is that you?
Yeah, thank you guys for jumping onto the podcast. We really appreciate it. And it's been great to get to know your stories, as Eva said. Yeah, awesome stuff, and keep up the good work. Jackrabbit?
Well, thank you.
Yep.
Yes, thank you to all of you for making time. Okay,
yes.
it
you,
was
Tas and Dark,
challenging
for coming on.
Yeah, it was challenging to organize, but thank you for making time, for waking up early, and for Daspo for staying up late. And
Not a problem.
yeah, and we hope to hear from you anywhere in the Discord server, and keep doing what you do in the community. Okay, in the game and in the community. Keep doing what you do. And Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all of you and your families.
Yes, Happy Holidays
Thank
to you all.
You too.
Yep, you too.
Yeah.
And thanks for
hitting the ham, going to sleep.
But no, Rambo, I appreciate you to join. I appreciate that you joined, and it's nice to see rookies come in and do so well. And that we've put a lot of effort into the bot to get those runs in there, and we're working on other vehicles. So it's just it's really rewarding. So thank you for just being able to come in and share the vehicle that I love, and it's appreciated.
Well, thank you for having it. It was a grind, but it was a lot of fun, and yeah, the rewards are great.
Right on.
Very cool. This will be our last episode for 2023. So again, Happy Christmas, Happy New Year. You'll hear from us early-ish in January. We'll have a special episode again for you as well. So, yes, goodbye from everybody from here, and thanks for listening all this year. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Thanks for being an avid listener in all of the countries around the world. It's been great seeing the heat map grow across all of those countries. And yeah, thank you for being continuing to come back and have a listen.
And just quickly on that heat map, people in Australia, tell your friends. We need more listeners. Australia is probably one of the smallest amount of people on the heat map. So
we'll get there.
Get into it. Before we do go, does anybody want to do any shout outs to the community?
A shout out to you all for organizing and inviting us. pleased to be there and keep doing your podcast. It's really nice to hear about other players and to see what all you do for this. Thank you.
It's our pleasure. We love doing it, and we do it for the people. So
yes,
yes, indeed.
Tas?
Well, as DrK said, thank you for making up this podcast. That's a very cool addition to the community, and a special shout out to Flo and Suna, which are like my brother and heart from the game. So big shout out to them.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Rambo?
Yep. Rex from Empire, and Finn from, I guess, Elite Racing, and Sean, he's from Empire too. He's
awesome. And I just want to do a shout out to Dark, Tas. They helped me with behind the scenes. We would kind of talk, and then SP Janie kind of joined the chat, and we kind of had our own little thing going on off to the side. When I was, I wasn't as active as I wanted to be this year. So thank you guys for kind of filling in the gaps and helping me out there.
Thanks to you. Thanks to you to gather us all.
Yep.
Not a problem.
Yes.
Thanks for having us.
Well, night, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Christmas, a wonderful New Year.
Yes, you too.
You too.
Yep.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Stay safe.
Yep. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.
Yeah.